to Viscera Cleanup. Here we are. Now, I am really a glutton for punishment, I think, because I am going to be attempting zero-G therapy. Now, I have done the other zero-G gravity drive, and I got 101% on that. And I've had a quick look at this level, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to be as fun as I think it's going to be, but it's always as fun as you can make it. So let's give it a go. Now, I have done a little research as well, which I'll explain in a sec. But let's have a little read. So, during the recent alien invasions, a subsequent cleanup of alien life forms from this space station deep in our outer quadrants, systems failed and gravity was temporarily disabled. It is expected of you to perform your duties in a low gravity or face whatever that is. Only once you have sanitized the facility and restored gravity, that is important, will the company trust you with other assignments. Extensive use and abuse of the facility's systems will result in immediate termination. I don't know if that bit's true. The research did not tell me. But the argument with this level is it's a small confined room with no gravity. There is a switch to turn the gravity on and off. Lovely. There are 2 places to dispose of rubbish. Fine. There is also stackable things, which, you know, it's always fun in this game. However, we have to make sure the gravity is turned back on before we try and punch out and leave. Okay, so as you can see, gravity is already off. Now, it is going to be interesting because whilst you're floating, obviously you don't leave footprints, but it is much harder to use the mop. So I would suggest, I would suggest to myself, because I'm the one doing it, I would suggest that we clean up throwing away all the rubbish first. That is probably the best way to do it. And then we can worry about trying to get rid of the blood, because the mop is going to get dirty, and trying to get one of those buckets to not fall over in zero-G is almost impossible. But there is up there, that there is the furnace, and trying to get things in that furnace is going to be absolute nightmare. However, somewhere around here, because I opened it last time to test it, I think it's this here. Wee. Well, that can't go outside. We've got to make sure we keep that. In fact, we'll do this while we're here. Thank you. Because we don't want that falling out. And we have, look at that. We have space. Now, we cannot go there, so we don't have to worry about that. However, other things can. And then eventually they'll disappear. So, it's not the quickest process in the world, but it's about as fast as furnaces are, as far as I can tell. There they go. Bye. I had to do some research, just because I didn't want to use this as an exit, as like a furnace, and then the game doesn't recognize it as a furnace and it causes problems, you know. So I wanted to just make sure that this can be used as a furnace. By all accounts, if you don't use it as a furnace, you're an idiot, because trying to put things in the actual furnace can be quite tough. I know I said I wasn't going to deal with the blood, but it makes more sense to deal with the blood on the steps, because then I can just do that. Yeah, trying to put all these little bits in a bucket would be chaotic. when you can just fling them out the door like that. There you go. So yeah, that is, from what I can gather, that is basically it. There is no need, as far as I'm aware, to dispense. Oh, there's no need to like dispense of anything. Plus, I can't actually walk out of here, which is interesting because in the other one you could walk out. Okay, well let's, as we're on the ground floor, what I would rather do is turn gravity off. Turn gravity on, sorry. And then once gravity is off, everything will fall down. And then turn it back on and just run it all up and down this hallway. That feels like the best way to do it for me. However, is there anything? I mean, there are lots of bloody items. They're just going to put blood on the floor. So maybe it might be best to leave gravity off. That might be a challenge. I'm going to see if I can do this whole thing without gravity. Now, other than at the end. I'm going to have to turn gravity on at the end to stack these items and to clean the blood. But I want to see if I can get rid of all the nasty bits. Ah, okay. That's going to be a problem. Those bits. A little blood. Samples. Oh. And they're hard because... You going, you. Come back, come back, come back. Alright, you go that way. Because 9 times out of 10 you can't... They'll hit the floor. But I could just push them like that. I discovered that. You can just use items to push them onto walls and things, and then... What? Oh. Come here, you. Go that way. And it does say you can't have footsteps in 0G, but I don't want to risk it. Come to me. Goodbye. How have I got gravity? Here we go. So what happened there? That's very weird. You'll do. See that there are footsteps. There you go. I knew there would be. So yeah, it's one of those things, if there are going to be footsteps, then it kind of makes sense as to drop everything now. Get everything on the floor, and then clean a path, because at that point everything will be down, and then I can clean a path to this door, and everything will be on the floor, so I won't have to worry. Right, now, how do we turn the gravity on or off, I wonder? So we've got... I'm looking along the walls. I feel like that's where it's going to be. Yeah, because here is the crates and barrels. Ah, this is it. Alright, you ready for this? I feel like there's going to be a massive problem with frames, probably. We're going to need a bucket as well eventually. Don't worry about that later. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Look at it all. Ha ha ha. Oh no, sparks. I could care less about sparks. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest for a minute. I'm going to have to clean so much crap off the floor. Sparks are kind of irrelevant at this point. Okay, so This is now literally everything. This is everything on the floor. I could clean it all up as is, you know. Trying to think of a plan of action, because I'm thinking, I know those bucket things are useless when there's no gravity, but when there is gravity, they're really handy. I'm wondering, some things start to float back up, but for the most part, everything stayed down. Haha. And that makes it easier all round. This might be the first time I've made a decision which I would never do before. I'm going to say screw the footprints. I don't care about footprints. And you know what? Oh, hello. No, come on, come down, you. Come down. Thank you. The reason I'm saying screw footprints is because I can. Because there's so much blood all over the place. For me to clean it with 0G is ridiculous. I can do my best, but for the largest part, there's definitely nothing there, okay. It makes a lot more sense for me to just do this bit first. Footprints can be cleaned, that's not a problem. So that is going to be my plan. So there's still a fair bit over here actually. Oh, no. I mean, that's gone up, but I don't care. I'll deal with that later. That looks like everything there. Okay. We'll make our way out from here. Plus, in theory, there are now no little bits of blood to push up against the wall. Because they all hit the floor. And that'll just keep going. I don't even have to do it that far, as long as I make sure that it's aimed at the door. There you go. Make sure I clean the door, it's not a problem. Lovely. I'm doing it from a distance now. I have to be a bit careful though, because that, if I miss and they don't hit the door, I'm gonna have to try and fly and catch them. There it goes. There you go. See, more mess on the steps. Although they're weirdly hitting the steps and going off, so it's not too bad. There you go. So that's all clean. Plus stacking might make it easier for the whole, for the barrels and crates anyway, because... See, why did I leave footprints then? Yeah, because if I turn gravity off, I can actually spend my time doing There they go. Yeah, I can kind of level the barrels and the crates with gravity off. Might make it a bit easier to stack them. Because I don't look like there's that many anyway. Okay. Another bit there. There is. I thought so. There it goes. Feels like every time I hit one of these little lumps on the thing, I come up into the air. And that's what that noise is, I think. Because what I'm thinking of doing at the moment is I might try and clean a lot of this with a bucket, I think. Just this whole section here. And that there, because I can do that, turn the gravity, jump to it as best I can, and then clear up all of the blood that's in this area. Because then I can start working out from here. Yeah, let's do that. There you go. Put that over there. With that. Yeah, because I'm probably going to tread on some stuff on the way to there, but that's fine. Well, that box got high. Okay. So. We are going to have to do what we did before. I'm going to have to leave this bucket here and hope that we don't lose it. Oh god. Didn't realise it was that. Close. Okay, we can go. There we go. I'm going to drop this. There we go. Okay, so now we can... It's mostly the floor more than anything else, because it's walking to and from the steps. I don't particularly want to be making those footprints if I don't have to. There you go. Come on, up we come. Oh, go straight over. And I know there's going to be some on the other side of there, probably. But for now, that's good enough. We've got you. Plus, this will help to uncover any bits we missed. Okay, so that's that done. Gonna clean that while I'm here. Do the corner as well. See, I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that or those top bits there. I can reach this, so I'll do this as well. We can always do that once we turn the gravity back. And again, we don't want these to be in the way, so for now, they can just go here. There we go. Oh no, I'm standing on it. There we go. That's not good. Okay, and then with this one. so that they're ready to be stacked when they're needed. Ah. There we go. Alright, so that's this lot done. Now let's keep going out, because as far as I'm aware we've done all of this as well. Just makes it easier for us to get to the bits and pieces if we don't have to tread on the don't have to tread on the blood. There we go. Now we can get to these bits here. Almost have to clean this again. Oh, sorry, I got a very froggy throat today. I say this morning, it hasn't been this morning for a little while now. Okay. Because this is the thing, ideally I want to move these things out the way to like over here maybe, because that gets them literally out of the way. Here we go. I know I dropped a little thing over there, and there's a chance they'll float up once gravity is turned back on, but for the time being it gets them out of the way. Like we said, it comes down to the idea that the more I can get rid of now, the further out I can go and not track footprints. That is the plan. I can get at least halfway at this point. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this. And then I'm going to get rid of that bucket. I'm interested to know if when I close that, will gravity come back on, or does it only go off? Like on and off once I'm whilst the I have to go back to the button, you know. But that got rid of a lot, and now I can, rather than mess around, I can just walk up the stairs. It makes a lot more sense. I'm not losing. It's a bit further to travel, but it means I'm not throwing the bloody bits. I don't care about bullets and stuff because they don't leave a mark, but the body parts are a concern. I just need to throw them at the top of the stairs, because then they're definitely leaving and not hitting anything at all. Whereas they're fine, look, they'll go and they don't leave residue, so it doesn't matter. This thing will. Haha. Pew. Grab this bit. Up it goes. I'm making sure it leaves, because then I can see how far I can throw things, is the argument. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that go. I think anything that hits the stairs still makes it out, so that doesn't matter. There you go. Whereas that ain't gonna go. So see there, that was the first time that I had to go and save it. Essentially. I keep thinking I'm going to walk out as well. Very off-putting. Come on. There we go. Pow. I haven't found any more of those name tags, so I'm not fully sure how many there are in this, but I haven't come across any others yet. Saw that. Come on. There we go. Ain't got nothing here. Okay, so it's more coming into this corner now. I don't know what happened there. I think I've got to keep check of the step, because he moves up and down, and I think depending on whether I'm up or down depends on the direction in which they fly when I let them go. As they go towards the door, I don't care. Is that gonna, no, that's not going to make it. Okay. Then yeah, it's not actually too bad. I honestly, when I saw this last week, and you look at all of the everything floating in the sky, and you're like, oh god, this looks like it's going to be horrific. Especially once you've played the other 0G level. I often found that the first time you turn gravity back on that level, it's just terrifying, because there's such a big level, such a bigger level than this, and there's so many items that fall. It's just like, you know, you never feel like you're going to clear it. But now that everything is on the floor, you look at everything that there is, and actually, there's really not that much. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Why do I not have gravity near here? If I'm on the steps, I can't go for some reason. It's weird. There we go. These little bits. Lovely. And you might be wondering, well, he said he was gonna clean those bits up there, and I haven't yet. No, I haven't yet. I've decided not to. I've decided to leave it because I could use my mop to clear the bits of the floor, like the bits here, to allow me to go further in before I have to stop and get another bucket and do another clean. That is the idea. I might even... Come on. I might even spend a moment and maybe try and... Because directly across the way is where the barrels and the crates have got to go. So I might just start firing them all up that end, so when I turn gravity off they all just fall and they're all up there anyway, and I can worry about where they've got to go later. See if I come over here now and have a look. What have we got? We've got crates on this side, barrels on the other. So you see, technically, I could just go like, pick this up, and go, yeah, pow, and just throw them all up that end, because they'll just keep going, and then they're out the way. But I don't want them to go, because otherwise they'll just keep bouncing, and it will cause further problems. But they will at least be up that way, away from here, so like here. They don't go down. Stupid barrel. They're all going down. Okay, that's fine. But that gets rid of them out of my way, and I'm going to make my way in that direction, I think. goes. Lovely. Oh, that's too high. Oh. Come here. I'm not losing this one, because that'll be one I'll forget. And then right at the end it'll just appear, and I'll be like, oh no, I forgot. Isn't it funny that there are so many bullets and no bullet holes? You know, not going to argue. However, I do have a plan for how I could get rid of these without doing them one at a time, because it's getting a little bit tedious. I'm wondering whether what I could do is I could turn gravity on, come here with one of those item buckets, fill it up with them, place the item bucket right next to the door, turn gravity on, and then just push the bucket out. That might work. It might save, because I'm concerned that the moment I turn gravity off, they're all just going to fly around and it's going to be murder. I might just have to do it all. I'll just shut up and do it. And at this rate, I'm not sure, but I might even be able to get this done by the end of today at this rate. What I might have to do, we'll have to wait and see. I might have to just come back next week and do the stacking. But get like all of the cleaning done. I mean, it's been like, I might, we'll see. There we go. Plus, the amount of barrels and crates doesn't actually look that bad compared to, like last week, for example. There was way too many. Bye. Like I said, what I'm going to have to do is have a handful of water buckets, have them on the floor, clean my mop, and then turn off gravity, and then use it until it's dirty again, but then turn gravity back on just to clean clean the mop. Just because so many times in the other 0G level there was a moment where whenever I tried to clean my mop, it would just be just knock it over. Even though I was quite a distance away, even though I barely touched it, it would just go splash. And it'd be like, oh no. So I am feeling like, yeah, turn gravity on, put a bunch of water buckets out, turn gravity off, clean as much as I can, then turn it back on, clear the mop, turn it off, and just go through that until all of the ceiling and the walls are all clean. Alright, I'll get rid of this one and then I can do a little bit more mopping. Okay, get rid of that bit. And that bit. And that bit. Lovely. Plus, this is quite a bright level. Considering a lot of the ones on like spaceships or these kind of factories and stuff, they tend to be quite dark, but this is quite decent. Plenty of light around. you know, there's no problems trying to work out where the blood is and where it isn't. Although the noise of me jumping around is quite funny, I have to say. It's a little bit over the top, I think. There. Sounds like I've fallen from quite a height and I've barely moved. And the one thing I have to make sure is, I know that obviously I can die, and that just leaves more body parts to clear up and more blood. So when I turn the gravity back on, I have to make sure there's not a crate or a box above me. Because that would just probably kill me as it falls. I'm gonna have to... I'm close to having to get another mop bucket. Pow. But I wouldn't mind organising some of this stuff anyway, as it is. Get some of it out of the way. I'm just thinking, the reason I was thinking about an item bucket earlier is because of this section over here. I can get there now anyway. This section over here, there's so much little bullets, and I don't really want to walk them all individually all the way to the door. And firing them from here really is a bit hit and miss. So I don't really want to have to do that and have to keep running after them. So there's a chance I will mess around with item buckets once I decide to do that bit. I have to at least be at the stairs, otherwise otherwise they just fly off. And I suppose the argument will be, I'll try one item bucket full of bullet casings, and if it doesn't work, then I simply won't do it again. So yeah, I definitely will try it. I'm not going to mop anything else now. I'm pretty sure my mop is now dead. So I do need to clean it, but I'm going to try and get rid of as much as I can without needing. And that way when it comes to sorting the mop out, I have got most of what I need out of the way. Is the plan. Lovely. Oh, with that, yep, it will. Okay, for a minute I didn't think that was going to go. Alright, looks like we've got a whole body here, so we'll deal with that now. I'm taking a risk just because I'm pretty sure you can get sooty footprints, but I can't fully remember. And in my mind, for the time being, I am on the verge of mopping anyway, so the moment sooty footprints appear, I'll stop standing on the soot. And as of yet, it hasn't, so... Oh, this is the light that caused the sparks. It's a good point, actually. I hope I don't need light for anything, because I can't see a dispenser. No, unless it's jammed on the ceiling like that one is, I can't see a dispenser. Okay, I am running out of space. I want to move some of this stuff around. Just go over there. There you go. And that'll just stay over there for now. you're still up there. Oh, there you go. Okay. So that's pretty much... We do have some things over here. It is interesting, because I don't remember this blue thing being over here. There it goes. Okay, it would look like it was making its way back. But it stopped, so that was fine. Alright, I think because I can essentially walk most of my way to here now, it's worth turning it back on. Let's see if closing this does turn it back on, or whether I do have to go. There you go. Perfect. So I can just do it that way now. Alright, so oh no, it was too many. I thought it might have been, but I was going to risk it. No, pop. Now I just need to... I'm going to cause footprints. Possibly. Oh, I don't think I did. Lovely. Right, well now I've got a nice clean mop as well. Let's clear up some of this stuff that's clearly in the way. Because this now allows me to get to the bucket thing. Oh, no, too much. Too anxious. Okay. Can I clear that under it? I can. Can I clear that behind it? Around it? Underneath it? That's the best thing, because now they're all can be picked up. And that gets rid of all the blood. Alright, so now then let's pick up some of these. Just move them into the corners. And the edges so that they're not in the way. And then they're out of the way, that's the main thing. Okay. So now then, let's carry on. What's happening? Give me my hands. There we go. So by all accounts, there's nothing underneath these. Could have sworn there was another one. Maybe these were over here. Either way, they're over here now. Bop, there we go. Also grab this one. And move these. I'm being a bit careful because there is this, and I don't want to like miss it. I don't want to put something on top of it. So even the same with these, I know that this is all clear, so I can move these to here and not be too worried. You don't matter, so you can just kind of sit there. Clean that up. Clean this up. Like I said, cleaning up all the blood be underneath stuff. It's just easier because it means that I don't have to clean it up later. Okay. Stuff, apparently. Aha! Another one. What happened? Thank you. Alright, you come over here. You. Just go there. You need to go there. I need to grab you because you're going to be in the way. Look at this. We're really getting into this room now. Stack some of this stuff up here. And I know it was stacked, some of it was stacked here before. And I know I said about shooting it down the end, but I really want to clean it all up. And this is, it's all just getting in the way. So moving it all around is just a lot easier. Alright, let's clear this up now and get to it. Oh, that's alright. It moved but did not make a mess, so that is fine. Oh, I knew I was close. And then I will wait until the bucket is dirty. I'll try and clear as much as I can, like I did last time. And I'll wait until the bucket is dirty, and at that point is when I will carry on. Can't get to that because it's... Yeah, there we go. That's most of this. All of that. This is going to take most of the bucket, I'd say. This is a dense bit. Lovely. Do those bits and those bits. This looks like, yeah, it looks like something happened. Pick this up. I don't think I have to throw any of these away, so I'm leaving them all stacked. I'd say that was a dead bucket. Okay, so with that, we open. Nothing is moving except that, which I thought might move, but not as badly as I thought it was going to. Buy a bucket. Now, I'm not going to do the item bucket just yet. To be honest, I feel like I'm going to probably do the item bucket at the end, once I get into the other thinner corridor. Feels about right doing it that way, I think. Because there's not a massive amount of stuff left to get rid of in this big room. I say that, there's quite a bit. You know what I mean. Will that go? That will not go. That was actually quite poor. There you go. Sometimes it just shoots off in weird directions. It's very weird. Okay. Lovely. Because now in theory we can just walk straight to the water container buckety thingy. That's the official term for it. Pow. And then, there you go. See, and it's much easier clearing out underneath these items. It definitely did go out, didn't it? Okay. I'm freaking myself out thinking it didn't, when I'm sure that it did. Lovely. Plus, now that all this is clear, essentially, or there is one over there. There you go. Yeah, I could put that basket there thing. And then gets it out of the way again. Oh yeah, no, that was what I needed. Okay, thank you. And then you can also... Oh. There it is. Is out the way. You can probably see a pattern. Oh no. No. Oh good. I thought I knocked it then. It was the noise of me tripping up. Hey, another one. Oh. That wasn't good. Wasn't good. Lovely. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it's gone down there now. Okay, let's turn it all back on again. There you go. It was my fault. It was one of those things I wanted to put in there. Now I'm stacking them one at a time. That should make it easier to get to. Or I'll just leave it and I'll go out of my way to sort out any name tags that I come across as and when I actually come across them. Makes a bit more sense. Okay. I can move you closer to the wall now. Right. Lovely. So we are getting, if I get rid of these bits here, and then that in theory, this whole side of the room is then done. We're looking at practically an hour. Obviously it says it's an hour, but I feel that the time that it gives is the time that it would take a group. So for me, I think I'm doing pretty damn well. Let's grab this. I keep passing this one and it's annoying me. Yeah, it's annoying me. Right, let's get rid of this one. Up it goes. I really do just want to fire them. But there's so much hard work if I miss. Alright, so if you split it in half, what else have we got left on this side? Little worm. Pow. We've got an arm on the other side of that, and a bunch of rubbish. I mean, I stopped to make sure it goes out, and for the time it takes for me to stop and make sure it actually leaves, I could just run it to the steps, really. But I don't mind. See, if I can see that it's definitely going out, then I don't necessarily stop. That can stay there. Come on, give me the back. There we go. Lovely. Ha ha ha! Clean and lovely. and the arm, and then in theory that's this whole half completely cleared. Yay. Okay, I am going to have to clean that. Whether I want to or not, because otherwise it's going to keep chucking out body parts rather than... Oh, there's stuff on top as well. I can get to that, that's fine. Please be clean, please be clean. Yay. Okay, well that looks actually better, because I was able to get rid of the stuff off the walls as well. Just need to grab you. And then by all accounts that's half done. Will it go out? Yeah, it does. That only leaves this half. That ain't going out. And that's my problem. Going too far away. So clearing anything over this half is going to be murder. And I'm thinking, this is what I'm going to use the item buckets for. Like I said, I'm going to get one, fill it up, move it over here, turn off gravity, and then push it out. And provided that works, then that's how I'll clean up that corridor. Or I might just do it consistently, because even if it all falls out, it will still be by the door, won't it? So I still won't have that much further to go than I did beforehand. So I'll probably just fill the whole lot in item buckets, bring them to the doors, and then turn off gravity, and that'll be how I'll deal with it, I think. Especially now. Especially now that I've cleaned... well, this whole area will be clean at that point. So I won't have to worry about watching where I stand or any of that nonsense. Little intestine. Or a big intestine. I honestly don't know the difference in this. There's quite a few here. I'm going to have to do something with that blue thing as well, because well, at the moment it's in the way. Okay, well that's the last worm thing that's here. So my mop is dead now, so I can't clean anything else up off the floor. So yeah, I've got to basically do what I can now. I'm gonna try and do everything that's on this half of the room without having to mop again. I noticed as well there's nothing here, so I don't have to. Because yeah, something definitely hit that, but I'm assuming cleaning this half also cleaned that half. I'm assuming, I don't know. Yeah, because at the moment I don't know that I can get to the other side of that blue thing, so... I'm going to have to move it. Sounds like there's something inside it, which is a tad bit of a concern. I'll have to check when I turn the gravity back on, I think. Because I don't know that I'm going to be able to open it until then. Oh, well that's all that done. Got to move all the crates and barrels to the walls. Move them out of the way. Specifically to the walls that are clean, because I don't want them to I don't want them to stand on something like a bullet casing or something that I might forget is there. Okay, that can sit there. Because this is kind of it by the look of it. This corner. I can, okay. Lovely. Yeah, what I think I'm going to do, I completely over-exaggerated what needed to be done here. Because what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to finish clearing up the rubbishy bits that are on this side. I'm then going to turn gravity back on, get another bucket, and mop the bits on this side that need mopping. Then I might call it a day, because looking at the time, that'll probably be time, I think. So next week I will be able to finish this, because what I'll do next week, all I'll have to do next week is that end corridor here, the barrels and the crates, and all the blood above, which looks like a fair bit, but once you get a mop to it, it's actually doesn't take a lot. And then yeah, that'll do nicely, I think. And like I said, it's funny. I was really somewhat concerned, just because I felt like it was going to take so much longer to get done. But actually, once everything hits the floor, once you turn gravity back on, it all kind of neatly sorted itself out. I've got these two and the broken torch. Another broken torch. And then that looks like it. There might be stuff between the 3 stacked crates, but I've got no way of checking at the moment. I don't particularly want to. Well, they're in a corner where there's blood all around them, so I don't really want to track footprints just to do that. Alright, okay. Haha. Alright, so let's grab one of these. Oh, it came out this side. Haha. I suddenly realised, oh no, I don't know where it's coming out. There's a chance it could be a hand, and then I would be screwed. Okay, so let's start off with this. Then we're coming to... Oh, there is a little worm left. I didn't see him. Okay, so I've got to remember that's there. Get rid of all this really annoying, stupid soot. Oh, I saw it. See, this level would be better. And I don't know, you see now, look, I don't even know how this would be a thing. But I think this level would be better if just this one off level, just this one, if you push up against here, you walk on these walls. And then that would make sense as to why that was a duct tape to the ceiling. You could walk stuff to it, going up the walls. It doesn't look like there's anything other side or around? Doesn't look like that at all. Okay. Okay, well there you go, that's done. That was weird. It's not opening. Alright, let's move it there. There we go. See, look, there is something inside it. Look at this. I knew there was something inside it. As much as I knew that was going to happen, I chose to do it. Okay, well let's do that. Let's get rid of some of this while we're here, because I don't want to waste this bucket. I don't have to. I don't have to even throw the bucket out. I could just leave it. Honestly. But that's everything up to the halfway mark. Clean. And all the floor done, minus the extra little 2 bits that I'm going to stick next to each other. And then clear up. There we go. And then all the way, by the look of it. And then on this side, it's exactly the same. All the way up to halfway. And everything that's on the floor. And then over here. So now everything to halfway. See, I can't reach it, so I'm only doing halfway because I can reach halfway. Oh. Lovely. Can't get in. Oh, I can. Okay. I was like, I can't get any higher, but I could. There you go. So, what I've now done is I have now completed all of the floor up to that corridor. So that's all of the middle and that out there. I've then also cleaned all the walls up to halfway, all the way around the middle and in that corridor. So next week, the first thing I'm going to do will be to finish the floor on those items over there. That's going to be the main thing I do. Then move all the crates and barrels out of there and mop the floor up to halfway and the floor and the walls up to halfway like I've done out here. Then I'll mop all of the top, just all of the ceilings, all of everything that you can see, all the walls above halfway. And then I can stack the crates and the barrels, crates, barrels, or barrels, crates, whatever way around it is. And then that'll be it. So I should easily be able to do that next week. We're going to make sure we save it, otherwise it will cause problems. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Viscera Cleanup Detail. Next week I'll do exactly what I just said. Come and join me for the finish of this level. And then I might go in and pick another level, depending on what the time is. Tomorrow I will be doing PC Building Simulator, I believe. Is that what I'm doing tomorrow? That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's my normal Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're back into that other game. So yeah, so tomorrow is PC Building Simulator. Come along for that. It's an hour later than today, but obviously come and join me live. Say hello, I don't mind. If you have any PC questions, by all means ask. I'm not the best in the world, but I do know my stuff to some extent, and I'm very impartial. So definitely give me a buzz. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again.